Ay, hablando yo de los estilos, ya aparece, llegaron. Dale suave, que estás con las manos llenas y te ves con prisa.
Sí, estoy on fire. ¿Tú sabes lo que es on fire?
Con prisa.
No, on fire no es con prisa.
Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
¿Qué dijiste? ¿Quién? ¿Ya está puesto? ¿Me puedo bañar ahí? ¿Puedo trepar los pies?
They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 2nd and 16. Tua, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Se lo hacen aquí los cabrones para uno interferir con el down. Lo hacen como que para... Y lo hace el equipo de papi.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Sí, sí. Allí, al frente de allí en la esquina, el segundo carro, cómodo para ver, visible, bien visible. ¿Qué? Déjalo ahí, yo te voy a hacer ya mismo.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So that's going to push them back half the distance. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line. You know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield.
Del 11 brinca el 50. Esto es para el pega 6.
Te dije cuánto.
Y Powerball.
Ah, Powerball hay que jugarlo. Milton, te dije cuánto. El contrato de Carlos Cogea con Adidas, ¿de cuánto es?
¿Cuánto? 100 millones.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 50 yards. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves.
Estamos bien, people, papi.
So here's a 1st and 10.
Nos mandaron para acá yo hablando mierda de los Steelers. Yo hablando mierda de los Steelers.
Gets this one to Hill.
Sí.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield.
Cuando pierdes la lectura de los jugadores, los ves a mil por hora. O sea, tú sientes que no estás leyendo, te tienes que cambiar de posición. No puedes, si no estás leyendo bien, pues te tienes que ir a apresurar otras cosas.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. bring the tight end in motion right. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
In motion, Hill. On the carry, this is Myles Gaskin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Gaskin again on 2nd down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. In motion right, one of the tight ends. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Mostert. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Increíble, mano, increíble.
He's going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside.
Con esta sirenita.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
Acabo de ver el número 57, Steelers.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really
Booyaka, Papa, booyaka, booyaka, from booyaka, play el booyaka.
Success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
In motion, Hill. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field that brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left. Tua now, 3rd and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion. motion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And he's got a man complete and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to move back in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. And, of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Flushed it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to the... And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now Hill to return it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. On 2nd down, Mostert. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion, Hill. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on.
Están callados aquí en Filadelfia. No hay nadie celebrando. Ahí se paran algunos. Ahí celebraron. Ahí se volvieron a despertar. John Madden, el español.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all stay in the situation. To make up that momentum in a hurry. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
No sé si es la señal, pero en ese momento no podía moverme con el receiver. No sé si... Ahí. Es que se pone nervioso. Entonces se tranca la... ¡Oh, finura! ¡Finura! ¡Con estilo! ¡Gran estilo del Howard! El después de 2 touchdowns.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. His throw incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football. I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school. 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now Pickett on 4th down.
Come on, baby!
They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. In motion, Hill. 2 and now on 1st down. The 20, 10, touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
They'll give it to the fullback up there. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Pongo sin billetes de 100. Estamos bien, estamos bien. Todos los míos estamos bien, estamos bien. La envidia a ti te llueve. La envidia a ti te llueve. La envidia a ti te llueve. La vida.
At the line to start their next drive. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down. Their own territory didn't get it, but their defense was strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out to help them get right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side and have a good drive here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. Completes this one to Pickens. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch.
Zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Pickett right back to the air again. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
ticket. 4th down, desperation time.
Yahoo! 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 Yeehaw! 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 Yahoo! Yahoo! Woo, baby! See, baby! Yo, di, la gana que no, di. Yo te lo juego, te noto 2. Si no tienes para mí 2, no entres aquí. Tienes 2 para mí, ven para aquí. Si peleas, pero necesitas como 7. Llame.